kids. I'm just sitting, like my grandfather would just like sit and tell a story, as opposed to walking around being, seemingly being anxious. But I really wasn't anxious when I was doing those. It was funny.
Came off that way.
It just came off that way. It was just kind of hilarious.
It gave me anxiety watching you the first couple of times. Like, just calm down. Everything's gonna be all right, Bryce. You figure it out, man.
Right. But I guess
you could just maybe circles.
Right, no, true. I guess part of the. Oh man. This is not spinning well. Wait, this comes unscrewed though, doesn't it? That's what she said. But like part of like the anxiety, seeming anxiety of like trying to spit out these words, and like not being able to, I guess, venting frustration is like walking around and stuff. So it is a way, I guess, of being anxious. But if I can be calm and sit still and not move at all and just talk.
Would you like some brandy?
To ease your anxiety, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm not anxious. It's just hilarious. Or ironic, or whatever. But really awesome. But see, now I don't really have a thing to talk about.
Well, now you got brandy.
Talk about brandy.
I also like how you've tried to end this twice, and it's still.
No, it's still It's a never-ending performance. It isn't. In a way, it sort of is a never-ending performance, because I'll go home and I'll try to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'll have this conversation with myself out loud with no one else here. I guess it's still a performance. Anyway.
Don't pretend like you don't do that too.
I started performing, I guess, in my studio today, practicing the yoga suit today. And believe it or not, thinking about it and like where everything was gonna go, I started getting it harder now. It works.
I don't think I can talk myself into that, but it'd be an interesting performance to try.
That sounds like a great performance.
What could I say to myself out loud in front of people that would get me hard on? I just don't know.
We couldn't do that, please.
I know, it's the bummer.
Wait, what?
We couldn't do that, Pete.
We couldn't.
Me and Sway.
Oh, y'all couldn't do that piece.
We don't have penises.
Get it, man. But
What could you say to yourself to get a clitoral erection?
Whoa.
I don't know if you're going to be able to watch that happen, though.
Well, I mean, it's
People have to be very close.
That's the point.
Open.
You could have like a
Where they had the flashlight.
You could have like a camera like zoomed in, like, and then it
On a
could
big
be
screen,
projected
yeah.
behind you.
Sure.
It can be done.
Done.
Oh, that could be
I'm gonna
stop
stop
my
this
camera.
now.
What?
I'm gonna.
Or you can be inside
Okay.
a box.
Still
Well,
recording.
you know when I
You can all see who you
I guess
are.
it's,
A
but then
box.
it's still
then you
performance.
have,
I'm still in the seat.
the vagina, the camera on you, and then outside the box is somewhere. This is like a huge.
just
You
this
could
faceless
let
vagina.
audience members come and like say sexy things to you and try to, maybe there's a prize for the winner.
That's kind of a cool
Well, you know, when I
idea.
did an intersex burlesque, and it basically ends up with there's this like AV going on in the background, and I end up, transforming from like a suit and tie to having like this corset and what looks like ace bandage binding, and then like boxer briefs, and then taking stuff off, and I end up in like a pair of like women's panties, and you can kind of see what's going on under there. And on my chest I have written like I'm not a freak, but people can't see that until I turn around. And so like I pull out everything, and I was performing this at Rice for this like educational thing. And it came to the point where I was about to turn around, and I was just like, bam. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And it was like, just freaking turn around.
It's part of the piece.
I think it adds to it,
But it was just a mixture of like the nervousness and the anxiousness, and I'm taking my clothes off, and I'm teaching people, and oh god, oh god. And that's the one that they got on film. Yeah.
Nice.
It can be done even when you don't want it to.
That's cool. I've been turned on in a couple of my pieces.
But was it supposed to be part of the piece, or was it just kind of spontaneous?
Well, the subject matter was simulated sex, so you know.
So it worked.
You know, even when the first performance was with someone that wasn't my lover or anything, he was just a friend. But even then, I got Teal's a good-looking dude, so got turned on there. But then David and I performed together, and of course, he got excited. I don't remember you getting a hard on in the show or anything, though.
It's harder for me.
I can't remember either. I'm still stuck with yours.
But you know, when we did the Come As You Are piece, nothing. And it was just like I had to explain to hit me really hard with a riding crop. Don't hold back, hit me. Dunk my face in seaweed. And it was just like, meh, meh. I wasn't feeling it. It was just like,
Gosh.
yeah, it was like, oh.
Riding crop and all, it's still. Oh, see, that's
unfortunate.
Face in
That's my
seaweed,
jam.
simulated branding, candle wax. Now I was kind of getting on the candle wax in the beginning because that was kind of hot, but then it was just like, that's kind of disappointing for me.
Did the performance come off pretty good though?
I think so.
I saw it.
Did
I
it?
wasn't
Did you?
proposed for that show.
It's like
I got
twice.
rejected.
What'd you think? Because I didn't get any feedback really from it besides that was hot. That's all I heard from everybody.
Well, the one that I remember the most from you guys is the one with Boy Scouts.
Oh, where I'm the fire.
Yeah, that's the one that stayed in my mind.
That one. Have you seen the video of it from Frenetic?
Huh?
The video of it. The video captures it really, really well, and to the point where even with the audience reaction, you can hear somebody at the very end when the two Scoutmasters are going to kiss, and somebody in the audience goes, "Oh," and it was just like it really like pulled it all together, and it seems like seeing it on video for most of the people, it became so much more profound than some of the other things. But I think it was also because it was at Frenetic and we kind of had our stuff together.
Bangers once recorded the whole thing. And
I didn't see it. I didn't know that.
Well,
Who has this?
I don't know. I guess
Who has this?
we should talk to Blake.
I talk to Blake like every weekend. Why did he not tell me this?
Maybe you wanted to do your poem.
You don't even have to get up. Just
Yeah, I don't think I was even going to. I'm just gonna sit here and read this.
Read the poem,
you know,
you mean? Awesome.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Something